Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that your smartphone costs twice as much. Your laptop becomes difficult to find. New cars stop arriving at dealerships. And some of the world's biggest companies suddenly begin losing billions of dollars. It sounds like a global economic crisis. But what if all of it could be traced back to a single island? An island smaller than many US states. An island that most people rarely think about. Yet behind the scenes, it has become one of the most important places on Earth. Its name is Taiwan, and the future of the global economy may depend on what happens there. At first glance, Taiwan doesn't seem extraordinary. Located just off the coast of China, the island is home to around 23 million people. Its cities are modern, its economy is advanced, and its people enjoy one of the highest standards of living in Asia. But Taiwan's importance isn't about its size. It's about something hidden deep inside highly secured factories. Factories that quietly power the modern world. Because nearly every advanced technology you use today depends on tiny computer chips. Your phone, your laptop, your television, your gaming console, even modern cars. None of them can function without semiconductors. And Taiwan produces more of them than any other place on Earth. To understand Taiwan's importance, we first need to understand semiconductors. Think of semiconductors as the brains inside modern technology. Every text message, every Google search, every online payment, every social media post, every artificial intelligence system. Behind all of them are billions of microscopic transistors working together on computer chips. Without these chips, the digital world simply stops functioning. And here's where things become extraordinary. One company based in Taiwan manufactures the majority of the world's most advanced semiconductors. A company so important that governments across the world closely monitor its operations. That company is called TSMC. And many experts believe it may be the most important company on the planet. The story of TSMC is unlike anything else in modern business history. Founded in 1987, the company focused on a simple but revolutionary idea. Instead of designing computer chips, it would specialize in manufacturing them. At the time, few people believed this model would succeed. Today, it dominates an industry worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Some of the world's most powerful companies depend on TSMC. Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Qualcomm, and many others. Their products may carry famous brand names, but deep inside, many rely on chips produced in Taiwan. This has created a reality where a small island has become one of the most critical links in the global supply chain, and that's exactly why Taiwan matters far beyond its borders. But Taiwan's importance isn't only economic. It's also deeply geopolitical. For decades, Taiwan has existed in one of the world's most sensitive political situations. China views Taiwan as part of its territory. Taiwan operates as a self-governing democracy, and this disagreement has created one of the most closely watched tensions on Earth. Every military exercise, every diplomatic meeting, every political statement can send shockwaves through global markets, because the world understands a simple reality. Any major disruption involving Taiwan would not remain local. It could affect technology production, international trade, financial markets, and economic stability worldwide. And that is why world leaders pay such close attention to this island. To understand why Taiwan receives so much attention from Washington, Beijing, and other global capitals, we need to look at a map. Taiwan sits at the center of one of the world's most important regions. Major shipping routes pass through nearby waters. Trillions of dollars worth of goods move through this area every year. Everything from energy supplies to consumer electronics depends on these trade routes remaining open. For the United States, Taiwan is more than an economic partner. It is also a strategic partner. For decades, America has worked to maintain stability in the region. Not because of Taiwan alone, but because any disruption could affect the global economy on a massive scale. In many ways, Taiwan has become one of the most important pieces on the geopolitical chessboard. And every major power understands its significance. Now imagine a world where Taiwan's semiconductor factories suddenly stop operating. No new advanced chips, no replacement supply, no immediate alternative. At first, the effects might seem invisible, but within weeks, technology companies would begin feeling the pressure. Manufacturers would face shortages, production lines could slow down, product launches might be delayed, and prices could begin rising across multiple industries. The world experienced a glimpse of this during the global chip shortage. Car manufacturers struggled to secure components. Electronics became harder to produce, supply chains were disrupted, and that was only a partial shortage. A major disruption involving Taiwan would be on an entirely different scale. The consequences would reach far beyond Asia. They would be felt around the world. But Taiwan's story is not only about economics, technology, or politics. It is also about people. 23 million individuals who wake up every morning, go to work, raise families, and build their futures. For them, Taiwan is not a geopolitical flashpoint. It is home. Its streets are filled with students, entrepreneurs, engineers, and dreamers. Its universities train some of the brightest minds in technology. Its businesses help shape global innovation. And despite living under constant international attention, life continues. Because behind every headline, every political debate, and every economic report, there are real people whose lives are directly connected to the future of this island. And that human story is often forgotten. Perhaps the most fascinating thing about Taiwan is that its greatest strength has become its greatest protection. Some experts call this the Silicon Shield. The idea is simple. Taiwan's semiconductor industry is so important to the global economy that countries around the world have a shared interest in maintaining stability. The chips produced here power modern civilization. They support businesses, governments, healthcare systems, financial institutions, artificial intelligence, and countless technologies we rely on every day. In a world increasingly driven by technology, Taiwan has become something far greater than an island. It has become a critical piece of the infrastructure that supports modern life itself. So why does Taiwan matter to the world? Because it represents something much bigger than geography. It sits at the intersection of technology, economics, politics, and human ambition. A small island with an influence that stretches across continents. Its factories help power the digital age. Its location shapes international strategy. And its future could impact billions of people who may never even visit it. Most of us will never see the semiconductor factories hidden behind Taiwan's secure walls. We will never attend the diplomatic meetings where its future is discussed. And we may never fully understand the complexity of the challenges surrounding it. Yet every time we unlock our phones, use a computer, drive a modern vehicle, or connect to the internet, we are benefiting from systems that depend in one way or another on Taiwan. And that's what makes this island so remarkable. Not its size, not its population, but its ability to quietly influence the modern world. Because sometimes the places that matter most are the ones most people never notice.